is clear that given the great time that we're in, meaning we know that with all of the predictions that an alignment and a shift is about to occur. The Earth, the Sun, and the galactic core are in the process of establishing a very rare alignment. And this alignment process will actually generate and cause our own planet or blue world to shift and to move into a higher dimension. It does not necessarily mean that we are getting carte blanche to move into the higher dimensions. We have to make the effort. There is an assumption by the light community that there is an automatic, entry into this beautiful world, and we're going to just walk right into it. This is not what really is taking place. The planet, the sun, and the galactic core as living, sentient existence are moving according to their own schedule into a higher dimension. We as a species have to catch up to the level of evolution that the planet, the galactic core, and the sun are in. It is not a guaranteed entry. And if we were to wait for 7 billion people on the planet to actually reach that state, we would be waiting a very long time. So what I'm saying here is that it appears that there is a discrepancy between where the Earth and the Sun and the galactic core is going and where we are as a species together. In 2008, during the Wesak festival that I did in the Catskill Mountains, I actually channeled Lady Gaia. And there was some curious thing that Gaia said. And I will share the information with you. Gaia said to the crowd gathered at this festival, "You are not trying to save me. It is you as a species that's in the process of going extinct. You have to do whatever it is that's necessary for you to change very rapidly in a very short period of time. Therefore, we strongly encourage you to alter your course and reverse, because Gaia will live. It is you that is in the process of making the environment toxic to your own survival." So what I'm saying here, and what Gaia was trying to say here, is that we have to do something about us becoming better steward. Not so much for Gaia, because Gaia, the rest of these beautiful that beautiful world that we live in, is gonna live. It is us as a species that needs to evolve for our own survival's sake. Now, there are a couple of things I need to explain before I move into how the rescue plan needs to operate. I need to explain a little bit about the Ascension process per se. Having talked about the fact that it is mastery of the physical body, mastery of the emotional body, the mental body, and the spiritual body. What does Ascension look like? What happens to the human body when Ascension occurs? Well, the first thing that begins to happen is that there are shots of euphoria and joy, complete and utter bliss, that begins to occur during meditation. Some people are brought to tears because of the overwhelming bliss that they actually feel during this experiences, right? And the way it happened to me is that pretty soon afterwards, those periods were actually bleeding into my normal daily routine. I'm at the supermarket and I am literally giggling to myself because shots of euphoria are shooting through my head. Everyone is staring at me. I have a stupid smile on my face. I am giggling to myself because I'm so joyful. Okay? And these periods of extended joy and bliss begin to be more frequent, and over the months that followed, I began to very quickly realize that when I closed my eyes and I was searching in my heart space for me, I realized that my field extended way out. And I mean a block and a half. My field became huge. And the bliss, the joy, the serenity, and the complete contentment that I had within me, I knew that if I had permissioned anyone in my circle of influence, I could transmit and broadcast that bliss to them. Okay? Now, I want to talk a little bit about that negative ego issue, because there are some items in there that are important to understand. I had spent years working on my negative ego prior to this increase in my energy field. And what I did, there were 3 items, however, that I didn't work on, because I thought at the time that these are part of my personality, and if I give them up, I would not be me, right? They are the thing that makes me who I am. They are my quirky thing that actually makes me the personality that I am. When this energy increase occurred, what happened is that these subconscious content that were repressed and buried in my subconscious mind were popped outside. The genie was out of the bottle. And I began to very quickly realize that the moment these negative thoughts were flashing through my mind, in other words, I was being hijacked by subconscious content, the moment that occurred, manifestation would occur within 5 to 10 minutes. And I begin now, because I didn't want to hurt anybody, to spend my awakened and sleeping state editing and watching for this content. And the more I watch for them, the more I try to edit them, the stronger they became. And it became extremely exhaustive. And it got to a point where I couldn't take it anymore. After 2 months of this, I pray and I ask God, I said, God, one evening, take this cup away from me. I'm not ready for the gift. And in the morning when I woke up, my field was back into my body. Now fast forward, after this incident occurred, I spent the next 4 years working on these issues, those 3 items. Okay? And in 2011, early part of it, the whole euphoria, bliss, and joy experience began again. And at that point, Spirit said to me, Pierre, teach the 12 others what you know. Okay? And in fact, what Spirit said to me, and it was Lord Melchizedek who asked me to do this, become the head of a chariot, plow a pathway, a tunnel toward the heavens that will connect to an existing network that connects the edge of the planetary level to the sun. And from the sun, there is already an existing network that connects to the galactic core. You just need to establish a bridge And you and everyone you will be leading will become the pillars and the armature that will hold this tunnel of light that you will bore into the heavens.